Hello, welcome to Wargamer. I'm your host, Rob. This is the Age of Sigmar Stat Center, where we look at the event results from the weekend and we look at all of the lists and we try to look at the ongoing and upcoming meta for Age of Sigmar 4. Now, we're at a very odd transitional period during the stat show because we are post a battle scroll where some of the events were using the battle scroll and some of the events weren't. But obviously, over the next few weeks, we'll start to see if a new meta has been emerging. But please do go and look at this stats video I just made to look at how much impact a battle scroll could have and how much armies can flip-flop, even though we think the battle scroll impact was pretty light. So we're still going to talk about that. Shout out to the team event that just happened this week in Amsterdam. That was pretty cool. We don't have the list from that. Apart from that, we do have 4 events this weekend, so you can have a look and see. We got a 35-player event in Poland and a 30-player event in Australia, both of which using the old battle scroll. But then we have an event in China, and 2 events from Sweden, both using the new battle scrolls. There's 118 players this week. That doesn't include the team events that occurred this weekend. And there were a couple. I think there was also one in the UK. There was one in Amsterdam, so quite a few people. But obviously, post-battle scroll and before some of the big summer events coming out. Heard some amazing news just coming out of Germany over the weekend. They put their event tickets on sale for the Raccoon Rumble, which is one of their big yearly events, and it just immediately sold out 200 players in 4 minutes. So absolutely massive stonks on that event, which is very cool. And as we've covered, I haven't covered the past 2 weeks because I was traveling. I was in the USA at Adepticon, but we have seen the numbers for Adepticon were also higher as well. So there's definitely big positive numbers happening in different events around the world. Right, let's dive in and look at the events. As always, thanks to Warhammer Rob for bringing me all the hot information and doing all the graphs and charts that you see done on the channel. And if you like what you see, please do leave a comment, like, and subscribe, or even join the Honest Wargamer Patreon, because I can't do this without you. So let's go look. The first event we're going to look at is in Poland. Poland's always been a very tough meta. If you want to go find some good Warhammer players or wargaming players in any game system, Poland is it. So if you see a list come out of Poland, you should really put the respect on it deserves. In first place in our only 5-0 is Krysiak with a Skaven list. Now, this is pre the battle scroll, but I think it still works in the current battle scroll. So it's Skaven, Virulent Procession battle formation with a manifestation law, the Manifestations of Doom. He's got Visit Scour, which has become popular, as I predicted during the Battle Tome release. Then a reinforced unit of Plague Monks, a Plague Priest on Plague Furnace, and then 2 reinforced unit of Plague Monks. Then we have a Grey Seer and double Plague Monks again, but this time not reinforced. Now, I've been talking a lot about DPT, damage per turn armies, obviously blocks of Blood Warriors, also things like Warriors of Chaos, but even just having a lot of wounds/health on the board, a lot of bodies, great for the primary, great for scoring early. I guess it's kind of like a swamp the board, grab the objectives, don't let your opponent get them, and slowly lose over time list. But there's also a lot of output available here as well. So it's a very fun list to see. Shout out to Krysiak. Now we've got a really diverse 4-1 section with Sebastian Stanek running Ogre More Tribes. This is a monster truck list with Beast Handlers Battle Formation, Primal Energy, Frostguard and Stonehorn, Huskguard and Stonehorn, then a Huskguard and Stonehorn Beast Riders, a Huskguard and Stonehorn and some Frost Sabers, and then a Huskguard and Stonehorn and a Slaughtermaster. So again, all those big impact hits. Sure, some of these lists maybe not quite functional now with a couple of points changes to these units because they were too cheap, but it's really the battle scroll that happened at Christmas that gave them so many more mortal damage on the charge that's made this army so effective. And I think it will continue to be so. Then in the next 4-1 section is Grucha with Slaves to Darkness. He was running. Also, you're able to put lists, pictures into the lists in the Polish events, and they really try hard. Like, this is a great one. Okay. He is running a list called Be'lakor's Last Breath. His God's Wrath Warband, Battle Formation, and Forbidden Power as the spell law. He's running Be'lakor, a reinforced unit Chaos Chosen with a Banner of Rage, reinforced unit of Chaos Chosen, a Chaos Lord with the Infernal Puppet, and then a reinforced unit of Chaos Warriors. So all smash all the time. Not that fast if you think about it, but doesn't really need to be when it can slap your face off. Also, probably not quite something you could take in the current points. Maybe that's been just, you need to change the warrior unit up for something else. You can have the rest of it for sure. Then you've got Dareki as running Flesh Eater Courts. running a Manifestation Law Aetherwrought Machineries in obviously Lords of the Manor, which did just get FAQ'd in the Battle Scroll. Usharan, Marascroll Herald, 2 Reinforced Unit Morbeg Knights who went up points in the Battle Scroll, Abhorrent Cardinal, Crypt Flares, Crypt Ghouls Reinforced, and Crypt Guard Reinforced. So this list is going to be a little bit more expensive and also have a big effect on rallying those Morbeg Knights. It can't be done in combat anymore and only happens on a 4+. So a little bit of an impact there. So maybe you'll see that list drop off. Maybe you won't. Then you've got Centrala running Ossiarch Bone Reapers. There you can see that. Running a Kavalos Lance with the Horrors of the Necropolis. Catacross, a unit of Immortis Guard, then a Mortis and Ossifector, a reinforced unit of Morghast Archai, Xantos, and then 2 units of Death Riders. So this is not a list that's changed in the Battle Scroll, so that's cool to see. Ossiarch's also statistically not doing super good. So this is a really good result on the 4-1. Very, very effective. I did miss out Marek's Idoneth Deepkin army. I shouldn't have done that. Again, another fantastic picture. Achillean Beastmasters, Idoneth Deepkin, Eidolon Aspect to the Sea, 2 Ishling Guard units and 2 Leviatons, and then the Regiment of Renown, the Black Talons with Lorai, Neve Black Talon, and Neve's Companions. One of the things about Idoneth Deepkin in the Battle Scroll update, if you did want to speed paint an army or buy one off eBay, this had no impact in the Battle Scroll, no points changes. They are, as we've talked about, one of the best armies at the moment, one of the most successful, but very high skill ceiling, as in, really, it's only the better players or many of the better players playing with this army and doing really well. So that's excellent. So lovely to see that. We've also got another Skaven list in the 4-1 with the Claw Horde battle formation and then the Manifestations of Doom with Kritok Foulblade, 2 reinforced units of Storm Vermin, Arch Warlock, reinforced unit of Clan Rats, then a Gatling Guns reinforced Deathmaster, and then One-Eyed Grunnock, the Warstomper Mega Gargan. Now, obviously, again, this is very similar to, not very similar, but one of the strengths of Skaven, I saw in my stat show, and I saw someone say on a couple of videos, like, Rob's always saying Skaven are good, but the win rate doesn't reflect that. I really don't feel the win rate reflects how much you can do with Skaven, but I will say that I do think it's really difficult to do it with Skaven. So you see a lot of people fail as they get further into the tournament, but some people do make it through, but they have a really high meta representation, so I'm unsurprised. Anyway, Poland, really interesting. Obviously, we saw a couple of similar lists to what we've been seeing over the past few months, but that Skaven builds, very different. That's fun to see. Deepkin still showing off. Bone Reapers. So super worth talking about there. Really interesting. Let's go look at the next event. Our next event takes us to Toowoomba in Australia. A bit of Toowoomba, where we've got 30 people playing the old Battle Scroll. It takes a long time to ship Battle Scrolls over to Australia. So there we go. Anyway, 30 people battling out. Australia's a fantastic community. And we can see in the 5-0 section, we've only got 1-5-0, and it's Liam Burnett Blue, old Shadowhammer himself, with Idoneth Deepkin. So let's go look at the list that he was running. So he was running a list called, I don't know how to play this army. Please play nice. I'm new here. XO Gossip Girl. He was running Achillean Beastmasters, and he was running the Manifestation Law Morbid Conjuration. He had the Eidolon of Mathlan Aspect of the Storm, and then he had a Leviathan, a reinforced unit of Morsar Guard, an Aspect of the Sea, Morsar Guard, Morsar Guard, Morsar Guard. Now, I don't want to have any confirmation bias. If you remember the Battle Scroll, I said Deepkin would become one of the most successful armies post-Battle Scroll. This is pre-Battle Scroll, where they were already one of the most successful armies. But with most of their predators taking a nerf, we'll have to see if they took enough of a nerf. Slaves to Darkness, Flesh Eater Courts as an example. Was that enough? I don't know. Liam's also an excellent player. He's a Worlds Australia player. So on a good army, not a surprise. Bill Thew with Caradron Overlords was running the Aether Runners battle formation with Brock Grungson. And then he was also running a frigate, reinforced unit of Engine Riggers, reinforced unit of Sky Wardens, then a Navigator, a frigate, and then Engine Riggers and Engine Riggers. Now, this is a much more combat-focused version of KO, which I think is very effective. Very fun to play as well. This would be the kind of list that I would want to run if I was playing KO. Double frigate over all the shooting that you can see from an Ironclad, but very fun. Shout out to Bill. Chris Welfare, one of the smartest players maybe in all of Warhammer. and I'm a huge fan, running Stormcast Eternals. He was running the Sentinels of Bleak Citadels with Ynastra, who did take a points drop in the Battlescroll, so he's playing Ynastra even more expensive. Lord Terminos with the Quicksilver Draft, which is a combo people run with Reclusians. Then Lord Commander Bastion Karthlos, some Judicators with Skybolt Bows, and then a Reinforced Unit of Prosecutors, Reinforced Unit of Reclusians, and then Gotrek in the list as well for that cheeky little 3rd edition play. Which is fun. Gotrek's very effective as a melee duelist, ultimately, and some armies do need a piece like that. But well done to him. Michael Frangos was running a Stormcast Eternals Thunderhead host as well. Manifestation of the Storm. Lord Imperator, Annihilators and Meteoric Grandhammers, who post-battle scroll are even cheaper. And don't forget, he got a 4-1 with this. I think that unit, a reinforced unit, is now maybe 40 points cheaper. Maybe it's 20 points cheaper. Guard of Steel Soul, Annihilators and Meteoric Grandhammers again, Vigilers, Gav Heart for the big charge, Griffhounds, Prosecutors, and Vanguard Wraps Long Strike Crossbows, but only a unit of 3. Now, that is a list that you can run now in a post-battle scroll. And yeah, it's 380 points for 6 now versus 420 for those Grandhammers. So actually, he's going to save himself 80 points on this list running that double, which is very effective. And I think something you'll see coming out of Stormcast a lot, as I said, in the Battlescroll show. Daniel Hay, arguably one of the most attractive Warhammer players we've got in the world. Shout out to D. Hay. He was running a list called I Wish This Was Tyrion. He was running a Hurricane Temple list with Forbidden Power, Cenarian Lightner, a unit of Venari Blade Lords that was reinforced as a smaller unit of Blade Lords. Then the River Blades, then Elena and Elithor, and then Hurricane Spirit of the Wind Chargers, and a unit of Sentinels as well. Now, Wind Chargers got better in post-battle scroll, so this is a list that can do even better as well. I keep bringing up the battle scroll because I think reviewing these in how they've changed and got better is hopefully really effective and useful for everybody. Let me know if it's not in the comments. But this is great. Shooting, speed, ability to jump around the board, grab objectives. Very excellent. Very, very cool from just arguably like an Instagram model level attractive Daniel Hay. Then you got Benjamin Tranter with Sylvaneth, which is lovely to see, with a list called Alariel and the Sons of Durthu. So he's running the Manifestations of Deepwood, Alariel the Everqueen, a reinforced unit, a unit of Spike Revs, the Lady of Vines, Spirit of Durthu, and Spirit of Durthu. So 3 Durthus, Alariel, and the Lady of Vines. So that's a lot of characters, very effective. That could do some real good killing. Also, there's a really nice FAQ maybe in the last battle scroll, 2 battle scrolls ago. So Lady of Vines can now also get returned from Alariel the Everqueen if it does die. Ability to do a ward save out is very nice as well. Yeah, the Dearthquake, as is being called in the chat. Excellent, fun, very effective, a very fun army for new players and experienced players as well. So those are all the 4-1s taking place here at Oaks Hotel in Toowoomba. I hope the TO is really proud of themselves for running the event. I think it was the TO's first time running the event. I'm going to say that it was. I'm not sure who it was organized by, but congratulations to them for doing that. Let's go look at some events post the new Battle Scroll. Our next event takes us over to the Age of Slaughter Scaventide event happening in Shanghai, China. A beautiful city full of smart and attractive people. So, in the 5.0 section, there's only one clever little genius, Maxime Paul, who was running a Flesh Eater Courts list called the Lords of the Manor. Don't forget, this is post-Battle Scroll, running Manifested Insanity, and he was running Usharan, Mortarch of Delusion, an innovative choice, a reinforced unit of Crypt Guard, Marrowscroll Herald, a reinforced unit of Morbeg Knights, Royal Beast Flayers, a Borant Cardinal, another reinforced unit of Morbeg Knights, Royal Beast Flayers, and a Vargulf Courtier. So that's pretty good. That's interesting. Post-Battle Scroll, still Morbeg Knights and Ushran in there, still Lords of the Manor, still being very effective. You got to roll a bunch of 4-ups now to get some of your characters back. But still, you can do a lot of output with Morbeg, put it on the board full send. So that's very fun to see. Shout out to Maxime. Allison, a Slaves of Darkness player, who's probably super cool and smart, was running a Godwrath Warband Slaves of Darkness army. And he had a Gaunt Summoner, or they had a Gaunt Summoner, 10 Chosen with a Marcus and Ash, a Chaos Sorcerer Lord, and then 2 more units of Chosen. So just 30 Chosen. All post-Battle Scroll. And Chosen did go up. So, excellent. Absolutely excellent. Love to see that. And then finally, our other 4-1 is Blades of Corn. Let's go check this out here. Blades of Corn being run by Joseph Strickland. And he's got a Bloodbound Warhorde, and then he's running a Slaughter Priest, reinforced unit of Blood Warriors, and a reinforced unit of Skull Reapers. Then a Blood Secretor at the corners of Karanak, and 2 units of Wrathmongers that have gone up a few points. Then a Mighty Lord of Khorne and Aspiring Deathbringer at the corners of Karanak, and also Karanak himself. So, as we've talked about a lot, those Blood Warriors really bringing home the Khorne wins with Wrathmongers that went up a few points. But everything else is quite an interesting pick, and that delivery of that massive Skull Reaper hammer is also excellent. If it goes into a meta that doesn't have a lot of shooting, they're very, very, very good. And lastly, Skaven, run by Sorin Wu, was running a Warp Cog Convocation with an Arch Warlock, Rattling guns, Warp Fire Throwers, all reinforced, and then a Verminlord Deceiver with 3 lots of 20 Clan Rats. So all the guns shooting behind quite a healthy 60 health screen of Clan Rats that can come back from the dead, roll a ton of dice. Very fun to see. I hope everyone at this event had a fantastic time. Let's look at the next one. Next up, we're going to Sweden. And we are going to a fantastic Pizza Brawl Spring Edition event with 17 people battling it out. In first place, we've got Philip Skoglund with a Thanquol's mutated menagerie. And then Thanquol, 6 Storm Fiends, Hellpit Abomination, Master Molder, 6 Storm Fiends, and then 3 Rat Ogres, and then a Master Molder. Now, don't forget, the Storm Fiends did go up in the latest Battlescroll update. They also changed how many of the Storm Fiends you would be able to bring up from reserve at the same time, but seems to, post Battlescroll, not affected Philip, who's able to go 5-0. In the 4-1 section, we've got Eric Sala running Soulblight Gravelords. He's got the Bacchanal of Blood with Manfred. This will be the old book. Double Black Knights, Cadio, and then 2 units of Graveguard, Necromancer, Direwolves, and Varghese. So obviously with the new book out, the hot ticket everyone's talking about is the Barrow Knights, which are the new Black Knights. They're very cheap. They're very effective. They've got a 5-up ward save. People can take an insane amount of them if they stay at the same points as Black Knights. Watch out for that list as we get there. And people already have a ton of Black Knights, and it is a horse girly summer. We have said that it is Age of Sigmar's Brat summer. So it does mean that we're going to make some big wins here with that army. Then finally, we'll cover Bjorn's list, Maggotkin and Nurgle. He was running a Plague Cyst with a Glotkin, Lord of Blights, Blobe, Putrid Blight Kings reinforced, and then 2 more units of Blight Kings, Gutrot Spume and Rotmire Creed. These are a great army right now. Very effective. Definitely is going to be able to hold its own against all the big hitters that are out there in Age of Sigmar. So I expect Nurgle, especially in the form it's taking right now, to continue to be really good. And that's it from this Swedish event. On to the next one. Our final event takes us to Sweden for the Grand Clash Skåne. Here we can see the event is run on Malarkey, which is how you can run some of your Age of Sigmar events. And in first place, but not with a 5-0, is Rasmus with Slaves to Darkness. This is post-Battle Scroll. He currently personally has an 85% win rate, which is nutty. 60 wins out of 71 games. Okay, with an average of 41 victory points per battle plan. That's nuts. Anyway, he was running the Godswrath Warband with a list called One Drop Ever Thick. He had a Godswrath Warband, Primal Energy, and then Archeon, Reinforced Unit Chaos Chosen with a Dread Banner, Chaos Knights, Chaos Lord, and then a Slaughter Brute. Okay. All right. Now that is wild. Okay. A Slaughter Brute is nuts. It did get cheaper in the Battle Scroll. It also got an FAQ in the Battle Scroll to bring it out. So an FAQ changed one element of it. So its companion attacks could now gain +1 attack from being Mark Khorne. Whoa. That is a direct Battle Scroll to first place run. Insane stuff. And I was, just talking shit about him. So well done to Rasmus. Albin, not about Rasmus, about the Slaughter Brute, to be clear. Then Albin was running a Fire Slayers list with the Forge Brethren. He was running Auric Runesun. And then he had 3 units of 9 Vulcan Flame Seekers, 10 Hearthguard Berserkers with the axes, another unit of Flame Seekers, another unit of Volkite Berserkers, but this time with Fire Steel weapons, and then 9 more Flame Seekers, a unit of 10 Auric Hearthguard, and then Volkite Berserkers with Fire Steel weapons. So that is, if you want to count and get nothing to do, that is 5 units of Vulcan Flame Seekers in this Fire Slayer list, which is absolutely excellent. Wow, what a crazy list. Also in the 4-0 section is Idoneth Deepkin, being run by Sebastian, Achillean Beastmasters, Grunspine Incarnate, and then the Aspect of the Storm, 2 Leviathans, Morsar Guard, and Morsar Guard. We are 100% in an Idoneth meta, and that is all of our events this week. What do we think? Well, pre-scroll, post-scroll, there's actually a lot to digest there. Skaven, even though they've got a low win rate on the event results, very effective and doing really well. Seems like Flesh Eater Courts and Slaves of Darkness have been able to survive, at least in this very small sample size, the Battlescroll updates. But loads of other stuff popping in there as well, with Idoneth Deepkin, Ogres, Sylvaneth, everything being a little bit interesting. The Slaughter Brute has just sent me. That's really fun. Fire Slayers is a great pick as well. So some real diverse kind of stuff in the 4-1 section. And as people are still working out Lumineth making an appearance, and as everyone is still just making up their mind what to do post-Battlescroll, with only 3 months left on this GHB, this will be the most practiced everyone will be on every mission. I'm sure many people at this point are like, I've played a lot of these battle plans time and again. I'm really excited for the new battle plans in the future. None of those have, people are just going to be rinsing through these as quickly as possible. Let me know if you're excited about new GHB in the summer, or if you're really excited to keep playing these battle plans still. But I think the meta's still got some time to develop, and that'll be really interesting to see where that moves into kind of during the summer. So right now, very fun. And I'm really looking forward to see what this weekend's results are going to show out. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.